Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
All right, Doggy Glum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Grandpappy Spears in the Jotham Down store about to make a purchase from Abner. Listen.
You say you want to look at a hat, Grandpap?
Yeah.
Well, now, we ain't got no regular felt hats right now. Got some nice caps, shorter hunting caps, I reckon you call them. Got nice fur-lined ear flaps on them.
No, that ain't what I had in mind.
Well, now, these are nice. If you don't want the flaps down, why, just fold them up and tie them with a nice bow on top there. I believe you'd look nice in it, Grandpa.
Oh, well, I don't want this for myself. I want it for my woman, Charity.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
Well, I was trying to if you just give a man a chance to talk around here.
A hat for Charity, huh? That's her birthday or something?
No, but she thinks she needs a new one. That's all I hear around our place all day long. Oh, this shabby old hat I got. Oh, how terrible I look.
Well,
Thinks she can't go nowhere because she ain't got a decent thing to put on her pigeon-toed head.
yeah, I know what you've been going through. You don't need to tell me. I'm married, too, you know.
Well, have you got any women's hats?
Yeah, sure. Or at least ways I think we have now. Unless Lum sold them. Just a minute, I'll get them out for you here.
I don't know what she needs a new one for, no ways. Got a perfect good one. Ain't but 3 or 4 year old. Ain't a hole in it nowhere.
Yeah, I thought sure, but I'm hats is back of the horse blanket here. Oh, wait a minute, I know we changed them over here back before. Yeah, I'll get them for you. Well, here they are, both of them right here.
With a woman, it's always something new.
They're a little dusty, but I believe we can blow most of that off of there.
Mind now where you blowing?
Oh, excuse me, dog, is that fogged up, don't it?
Hay fever.
Yeah, sorry.
Them are just like some you had in here a year or so ago, ain't they?
Well, these are the same ones, Grandpa. Those right there, they're good hats. Women's been trying these hats on for over a year now, and they don't show a speck of wear. They'll stand up, I'll guarantee that.
Yeah, that's what I want, a good stouting.
Yeah.
I want no flimsy contraption that's going to fall to pieces in a couple of years.
Yeah, well, these will give her good service. Which one you want now, the one with the feathers on it, or this one here with the flowers on it?
Oh, I don't know. Which one you say, Abner?
Well, all depends, I reckon. Whatever type she favors, feathers or flowers.
Yeah, let's see. They're both pretty.
Oh, yes, sir.
Hard to decide which one.
Grandpap, why don't you just send Charity and let her pick out the one she likes?
No, she get the wrong one. Women folks don't know values.
No, you're right
Can't
there.
trust them with the buying.
No.
You see, don't want to have one that come down over her ears a little more heavy.
No. These two is all we got right here.
I just thinking with winter coming on and all, she'd liable to freeze her spavined-legged ears off with one of them things.
Yeah, well, they ain't built for cold weather, I'll admit that. But them's all we got. Only thing we got now that'd keep a body's ears warm is them hunting caps I mentioned to you.
With the fur-lined ear flaps?
Yeah.
Well, them's more for men, ain't they?
Well, yeah. I don't know why a woman couldn't wear one of them, though. Got them strings that you can tie up into a bow on top there, you know.
Yeah.
I reckon she could sort of decorate it up herself, put a flower or two here and there on it.
I think she'll take about a 7 3/8.
Fine. You want that wrapped up?
Oh, yeah. Put some of that red string on it if you got any. Like to make it look fancy.
Yeah. Well, we don't get that red string till the Christmas rash store. I'll fix it up nice for you, though.
Yeah, give it a gift wrap.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, fix it up. I believe one of these white sacks here would be nicer than that brown paper, too.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Want it to look nice.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is Mom at today?
Oh, no telling. More likely out somewhere's trying to figure out how to keep losing that house he's building.
Losing it? Can't he find it?
Well, he knows where the house is at, but see, Lum never got no prior orders to build that place. So everything he's done so far is unlegal on him.
Yeah, I know that. I was in here when he found that out yesterday. They ain't sent him to the penitentiary yet, have they?
No. Well, there's your hat. That'll be $1.79.
$1.79. Jimmy, prices are sure going up, ain't they?
Yeah. Inflation, you know. It's terrible. A year ago, we could have sold you that same hat for $1.69 easy.
Yeah. Yeah, howdy, Lum.
Oh, hello there, Grandpap.
Grandpap just bought a hat for his woman Charity, Lum.
Well, good. Which did you take, the one with the feathers or the flowers?
Neither. The one with the fur-lined ear flaps.
Well, I gotta be going. I'll see you fellas later.
All right, Grandpap. I hope Charity likes her hat. So long.
I know she'll love it.
Yeah. Nice of him to get that fur one.
And we ain't got no women's hats with fur-lined ear flaps on them.
Why, sure we have, Lum. Them hunting caps.
Hunting caps? For goodness sakes, Charity don't want nothing like that.
Oh, I think time she gets that bow tied up around the top of it, it'll look right nice. Keep her ears warm, too. What's that paper you got there?
Oh, this paper here, Abner, is the thing that's going to keep me from losing that property and what I've got built on the house so far.
Is that what a priorities looks like?
This ain't no priority, but it's the thing that'll get me one.
Oh.
It's an application for residential construction. I think that's what it's called. All I got to do is fill it out. I got it through Mr. Daniels. He works for the National Housing Agency, you know.
Yes, have to fill it out, huh?
Yeah. It'll take me 5 minutes, and then I'll be all set.
All right, Doggy, that sounds good. I sure thought you got yourself into a pack of trouble this time, Lum.
Yeah, well, I'm too smart for it. Let's see. Name and address of applicant. That's me, Lum Edders.
Oh.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
City, zone, state. Zone. Reckon what zone we live in, Abner?
Zone? Well, I saw pictures in that geography book of Little Pearls, Lum, but I don't recollect just what them things are now. Something like the torrid zone and the topics of coffee corn or something like that. I don't know.
No, I don't think it means that. I think it's got something to do with the post office.
Post office?
Yeah, you know, that list of postal rates always gives different zones. The 3-cent zone and the 6-cent zone and all that.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
I think I'll just put down the 3-cent zone. Keep the cost down as much as I can.
Yeah, you cut it half in two right there.
See, location of project. That's easy, right across the road from the Adams place. Better make that more definite. Direct across the road.
That's better, yeah.
And give street address if known, otherwise give legal description if available. Description. How would you describe me?
Well, you're skinny.
Legal description, that is.
Oh, legal description. What does that mean, Lum?
I don't know for sure.
How many times you been in jail?
Well, I just got in there by mistake a couple of times. Almost got out. I ain't going to put that down, though.
Well, hey, you might put down your justice of the peace. That sounds sort of legal.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Put that down.
Yeah.
Justice of the peace. Tall, handsome.
I thought this was supposed to be legal.
Yeah, that's right, I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just let it go with justice of the peace.
That's a safer thing. Put down that other stuff and they won't recognize you. They'll give that priorities to somebody else.
Lot frontage.
Yeah,
That's the next thing here. Lot frontage.
Oh, yeah, you got a lot of that.
I wouldn't say it had a lot of frontage, would you?
No, the lot. No, I wouldn't know. It's pretty narrow.
Put that down. No, not a lot. Lot depth.
Well, it's pretty deep. As far as I know, it goes clean down to Chinese. Anybody knows that.
They just want to get everything down black and ink, I reckon. I just put down very deep.
Now, wait a minute. What's this stuff way down here, Lum?
Well, wait, I want to get to these other questions first.
Yeah, but look what it said right here. Right here under type of structure. Conventional or prefabricated.
Well, I know it ain't conventional. The place ain't big enough to hold a convention in.
Yeah, but I mean down here.
Yeah, it must be that prefabricated, whatever that is. I'll check that.
Yeah, but under that it says single family, and 2 family, And 3 or more families without elevator.
Without elevator?
Well, that's plumb silly. I know good and well the Duncans ain't got no elevator.
Why, no. Even if they had one, there wouldn't be room to put it in that house I'm building for them.
Of course, now it says 3 or more families. Maybe they all chip in by elevator. What they'd want with it, I don't know.
Me neither. These angels go right clean on through the roof.
Why, sure, they look silly riding up to about a 6th floor in just a 2-story house. Lum, are you sure you're going to get that priority?
Of course I am. All I got to do is fill this out. And I'm doing it, ain't I?
Well, yeah.
Where was I at? Single family detached. Well, they ain't detached. They're still married to one another.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put that down. Still married. Happy. That ought to help.
You better say there they ain't got no elevator neither, Lum. Wait a minute. Well, howdy, Grandpap. What brings you back so quick?
This hat you sold me.
Huh?
Charity says she can't wear it.
She can.
I told you so, Abner. A woman don't want nothing like that.
Well, what don't you like about the hat, Grandpap? Them fur-lined ear flaps?
Oh, no, she likes the hat fine. It's just a mite too small for her.
Oh.
She wants to know if you ain't got one just a little bigger. About a 7 5/8.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jotham Down store. Lum is examining his returned application blank. Listen.
Hey, Granny, they've got their narv turning me down for priorities. Ain't I as good as the next feller? Ain't I a citizen of this country? What do they think I am, anyway?
Bag of prunes.
Abner, will you stop putting up that grocery order and listen to me? I just want you to hear what they wrote down on my application.
Lum, you've been reading that thing to me for the last 2 hours.
Listen to this. No authorization is granted for the construction described herein because the applicant apparently understands neither the questions in the application blank nor the fundamentals of house building.
Uh-huh.
How can they say a thing like that about me?
Well, Lum, you admitted yourself you couldn't figure out what some of them questions meant.
Oh, they might have been 1 or 2, but I never got all of them wrong. I know that. Take this in here where it says attic, floored or unfinished. I put down unfinished, natural. Ain't even got the downstairs finished yet. What's wrong with that?
Well, that's all right, I reckon.
And they say I don't understand the questions. They don't understand the answers. That's the whole trouble.
Didn't they say something in there about that you couldn't get a priorities no ways 'cause you ain't no war veteran?
Well, I was too old. I wanted to enlist, but I knowed good and well they wouldn't take me. I was a area warden for 3 years hand running. I still got my card. Got my thumbprint right on it. I can prove it.
Maybe you ought to have told them that.
Oh, they wouldn't understand it. I've even got a picture of myself in my helmet and armband. Was standing there with my bomb shovel in one hand, a bucket of sand in the other.
Is that the one Cedric Kodaked of you?
Yeah, I was alerted 3 times in 1 month.
Who alerted you?
Well, once it was Mousy Gray.
Oh,
He thought he heard an enemy airplane going over, but it turned out to be his woman, Gussie, snoring.
Yeah, I recollect that. You woke up the whole town banging on that poison gas gong you fixed up.
Nothing much come of that incident. But I was on my toes, Johnny on the spot. And they say I ain't a veteran.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing come of it. You scared Ulysses S. Quincy's dog to where it run out and bit old man White.
I slapped a splint on his leg, didn't I?
Yeah, the wrong leg. Then he might nigh got the pneumonia 'cause you made him lay on the damp ground for 2 hours with a blanket throwed over him.
That's what the first aid book said to do.
Yeah, but you got the wrong page. That weren't for dog bite.
All right, you can just keep them smart remarks to yourself, Mr. Peabody.
Splint for dog bite.
There's a customer coming up out there. You better wait on him.
Oh, that's just Cedric. He don't want nobody to wait on him. He just wants to stare at them shoes he's going to buy in a couple of months.
Oh, ain't he bought them things yet?
No, he's still on the looking stage. Howdy, Cedric. The shoes are right over there.
Well,
Go on, Cedric. It's all right. You can look at them.
Yes, Mom, but, would you wait on me, Mr. Abner?
Wait on you? Why, sure. You're working fast this year.
Yes, Mom.
Sure, I'll wait on you. Yes, sir. Just sit right over on that apple box, and I'll be right with you. Lum, would you mind to fill this grocery order I started here?
Yeah, in a minute. I want to study this blank over some more.
Well, all right now, Cedric. Just slip your shoe off here and get you all fixed up in a jiffy.
Yes, Mom.
Here, Cedric, put your right foot up here now.
Oh, this one, Mom.
Yeah, that's your right one now. How's your papa?
Oh, he's all right, I reckon.
Oh, what kind of a knot have you got tied in here anyway?
Oh, well, you don't need to untie them. These shoes are split down the back. Just pull them off.
Oh, I see. Yeah, come off pretty easy. Oh, doggies, I dropped that on my foot. Hate for that to happen. Cripple me up for 2 months.
Have you got that little stick, Mr. Abner?
Little stick?
Yes, Mom. That thing you use to measure what size of a feller's feet is.
Oh, well, I won't need that, Cedric. I know what size you take. 12.5 D.
Well, wished you'd measure, though.
I don't need to.
Please.
Cedric, it's a waste of time.
Pretty please.
Oh, all right, sit ya, boy. Lum, where's that shoe measuring thing at we had around here?
I don't know. Last time I seen it. Wait a minute, I got to answer the phone. It's around there, Summers. Hello, jot 'em down, store. L. Eddard's talking. Oh, how are you, Hugh?
Gonna take a little time to find it, I reckon.
Yeah, I heard from 'em, but they said I couldn't get no priorities.
Oh, tell 'em where we missed later.
Oh, I don't know. Bunch of idiotic reasons. Well, I can't help it, Hugh. I tried. Well, now, don't go putting all the blame on me. I know I hired you to build a house, but the way things are now... Well, I ain't plumb give up on this priority thing. I'm going to take it up with the government in Washington or something. Well, now, listen to reason, Hugh. Oh, well, now, you can't do that. Lester Parks is going to do what? Well, that ain't the agreement I had with him, though. We'll see about that. Well, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I'll take it up with my lawyer, if I can find one. Well, I'll do it. Goodbye. Grannies. Trouble, trouble, trouble. If it ain't 6 of one thing, it's a half a dozen of something else. Never rains but what it sprinkles.
What's the matter now?
Oh, Hugh Garrett says I hired him to build that house, and now that everything's held up, he's losing money and wants me to pay him right away. And on top of that, Lester Parks says he agreed to wait till the house is done before I paid him for the lumber. But now it looks like it ain't going to be finished, so he wants to be paid for the lumber we've used so far.
Oh, doggies, you are in a mess, ain't you?
Money mad, that's what they are. Money mad, a whole bunch of them.
Well, of course, you can't blame them for wanting to get paid.
Hey, Mr. Abner, ain't that the measuring stick behind the coffee grinder there?
Where's it? Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
Them
get it.
varmints. Wished I could think of something smart to do right now.
Yeah, that's just what we was looking for. Now, put your foot up here again, Cedric. No, the other one. Now,
Ooh.
let's get that bad blame thing measured. Just hope this thing's long enough. Hold your foot steady, Cedric.
Oh, yes, Mom. I'm just wiggling my toes.
Well, don't wiggle your toes. 12.5 D.
12.5 D, huh?
That's what it is, 12.5 D, just like I said.
Well, that must be my size then. 12.5 D.
Of course it is.
Is that what size my old shoes was?
Yeah.
12.5 D.
Yeah.
And what size did my foot measure out to?
12.5 D.
Of course, that was in my stocking feet.
Well, natural, that's the way you're going to wear your shoes. That's the way you always measure.
Well, I believe that's the size I ought to get then.
You think so, huh?
Yes, Mom.
Yeah.
See that black shoe you got sitting right there?
Yeah.
Have you got that little rascal in a 12.5 D?
Why, of course we have. We always order one pair of them in 12.5 Ds, just special for you. That's the pair sitting right there. I can't get them in the shelf.
Will you measure my foot just one more time, Mr. Abner?
Now, listen here, Cedric.
Abner, will you get the phone?
Huh?
That might be somebody I don't want to talk to. Did you see who it is?
Oh, yeah, all right. Excuse me just a minute, Cedric. Got to answer the phone here. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. Abner Peabody done the talking. Who? Oh, yeah, just a minute. Mr. Duncan, Lum.
Duncan?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He's the last person I want to talk to.
Huh.
Tell him I'm out of town temporary and won't never be back. Go on, tell him that.
Hello? Lum says, Lum had to go out of town temporary, and he won't never be back. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a shame he's out of town, all right.
Oh, no, it ain't.
No, I can't tell you where he went to, 'cause he never told us.
That's the time, Abner.
Well, I'm just sorrowful I can't help you, Mr. Duncan. All right. Goodbye. All right. Goodbye.
Thank you, Abner. You done good.
Oh, that's all right. Well, let's see. You all set here, Cedric?
Are you sure these new ones are size 12.5D?
Why, sure they're. I told you we ordered them special for you. Here, look inside them right there. See that printing? Says right there, 12.5D.
What's them other figures in there for?
I don't know. We never pay no attention to them. We just go by the size, Cedric.
Well, I believe them are my size, all right.
Of course, there. You want to try them on now?
Oh, no, Mama. I don't want to try them on now.
You don't?
No, I'm just looking.
Ah.
Well, much obliged to you. See you fellers later.
Yeah, all right. That don't beat all that. Hey, Cedric, just a minute. You forgot your other shoe here. He's gone, that boy.
He'll be back.
Going out of here on one shoe.
What was Duncan going to do, lawsuit me?
No, he said he's just sorry he can't get a hold of you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
See, he said he'd found out as long as he is a veteran, why he can get a priorities and a GI loan too. So he wanted to take that place over that you're building and pay you $1,000 for your interest in it.
Yeah, well, he can just take his idea. Pay me $1,000. For goodness sakes, Abner, why didn't you tell me?
Well, how could you? You was out of town.
The idiotic. Get him on the phone again. Call him right back.
Well, I don't know where he's calling from.
Call him Summers. Call him anywhere.
Well, don't tell me. Let go of me, Lum. I'll call him.
Mr. Abner.
What do you want now, Cedric?
I believe I'll try them shoes on after all. I might be needing them sooner than I thought I was. I was just noticing out there. This and on my right foot's getting so thin, I can even feel the rocks when I walk on them.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jotham Down store still moaning to Abner about his missing the Duncan phone call. Listen.
$1,000. Throwed right out the window. And you done it, Abner Peabody.
Well, now, Lum.
Stood right there at the telephone and told a man that wanted to give me $1,000 that I'd left town for good.
Lum, I was just telling him what you told me to tell him. That was your own idea.
I never told you to say that to anybody that wanted to give me $1,000.
Lum, Eddard, you told me to tell Mr. Duncan.
All right. Just forget it. It's done been dead. I've lost a fortune, but what's that to you?
Well, now, Lum, you might not have lost it yet. Mr. Duncan might still want to go through with the deal.
He'd have called me by now if he did.
Maybe not.
I've tried to call him every place I can think of, and I've left messages for him to call me back, but I ain't heard from him yet. More than likely, he's give up the idea by now.
Well, here's what he said to me.
I know what he said.
He said as long as he is a veteran, he could get a priorities and a GI loan to finish building that place. So what he
I know all of that, Abner.
He wanted to buy what you had got did on the house so far for $1,000. just buy it outright and finish it himself.
I'm trying to forget all of that.
And he said he'd pay off that mortgage that the Witter Cobb holds on the lot, too.
Abner, ain't it bad enough that I'm losing out on all of this without you rubbing it in?
Well, Lum, I ain't. I'm just...
Well, whatever you're doing, just cut it out. Let's just not say another word about it.
Well...
Just forget it.
All right.
Don't even bring up the subject again.
I won't.
Don't even think it.
No, sir.
$1,000 thrown right out the window.
Now, Lum, there you go again. I was just doing what you told me to do now.
All right. I told you not to bring up that subject no more. Besides, that's our ring. You better get it.
Yes, sir.
$1,000 thrown down the well.
Hello, jot 'em down, store.
Oh,
Old dumb Abner Peabody doing the talking. Oh, how you, Squire?
Squire. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just a minute. He's right here, Squire. Here, Lum, it's for you.
No, it ain't, Abner. I don't want to talk to him. He's going to lawsuit me. Tell him I'm out of town.
Oh, no, you don't. I told that to Mr. Duncan yesterday, and I ain't heard the last of it yet. Now, you tell him yourself.
Abner, please do this for me. Just tell him I'm out.
I've done told him you're here.
Call me. Well, tell him I'm sick, then. Tell him anything.
Yeah. All right. Recollect, though, this is your ID now.
Ain't able to creep to the phone even.
Hello, Squire. Why, Lum can't creep to the phone. He's sick. Why, he's got the,
I'm baffling.
He's got baffling. Huh? I don't know what it is.
I've even got the doctor stumped.
Even got the doctor stumped. Oh, no, he couldn't possibly come to the phone.
That's it, Eddie.
You just want him to what? Sign something.
Oh, no. I got the shakes in my right hand. Got the writer's cramps.
Why, I'm afeard he couldn't sign nothing the way his writing hand shakes, Squire. He's terrible sick.
Make it sound good.
Oh, yes, he's awful sick. Looks a whole lot like that Witter Bates' man did before he passed on. Yeah, it is too bad, I reckon.
Never had noticed that.
Oh, yeah, we're hoping he'll pull through. Most of us. Yeah, well, much obliged for calling, Squire. Goodbye.
Granny, that was a Norris key permit.
Well, what's Squire Skimp suing you for, Lum? He ain't mixed up in that house deal.
No, but Hugh Garrett said he's going to get a lawyer and lawsuit me. And this morning I seen him talking to Squire, so I know that's who he was getting to handle his case for him.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Hugh thinks I ought to pay him for a carpenter work that he ain't even did yet.
He does.
Abner, if I ever get out of this thing alive, I ain't never going in the building business again, I'll tell you that.
You ain't, huh?
Oh, no, I wouldn't even undertake to build a birdhouse.
Well.
Not even if the bird come to me personal and offered me $12 million, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, well, it wouldn't cost that much to build a birdhouse, surely. And I doubt if any birds got that much, no ways, Lum. Facts is, the only bird I ever knowed that had any money at all was that parrot that Sister Simpson used to have.
Parrot?
Yeah, you recollect that parrot she had over there. She put pennies in a little piggy bank for it. But every bit of that went for crackers. I don't think the bird actually laid up a cent.
Well, I never meant that literary.
He was an awful spendthrift. Polly wants a cracker. Polly wants a cracker all the time. He was cracker happy, that bird was.
But I sure enough looked like the Witter Bates' man did before he passed on. That gray-green look.
Mom, you don't look well. I'm going to be honest. Where did you catch that baffling, do you know?
I don't feel good, tell you the truth.
You don't look a bit good neither. I'll tell you that. If I'd known you had bafflings, I'd have made you stay home today. That stuff's dangerous, whatever it is.
Yeah, that building business got me so worried.
Yeah, must be.
If any human come to me and asked me to build him a house, I'd throw him right out in the road.
Well, the way that other deal turned out, I don't think you got much. Oh, well, howdy, Grandpap.
Howdy. And how's Tricks?
Who?
Yeah, what do you know, Lum?
Oh, not much, Grandpap. How are you?
You're just the fella I want to see, Lum. I think I can throw a good thing your way. Friend of mine's moving to Pine Ridge. Big doctor. Want you to put up an office building for him.
You mean big one?
All right, Grandpap, you can stop right there.
You said you'd kick the first 1 inch of that out in the road, Lum. You want me to hold the door open for you?
No, never mind. I wouldn't build nothing for nobody. I thought you was in that business now.
He is. Up to his neck. He's trying to get out of it.
Yeah, my friend wouldn't need too big of a place. Just need one room for his and one for his consolation room and another for his examination room. That in order to be big enough to seat a cow or two.
Seat a cow?
Sure. Doctor's got to have a place for his patients, ain't he?
Does he take cows, too?
Oh, yes, that's the bulk of his business.
Huh.
Best pigeon-toed veterinarian in this part of the country, if you want my opinions on it.
Oh, he's a vet, huh?
Oh, why, of course he is. Been practicing over there at Mount Ida for at least 20 years.
Practicing for 20 years?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter? Couldn't he get the hang of it?
Oh, he's a good man, Abner. Doc Withers.
Doc Withers?
Oh, everybody knows him in Mount Ida. Oh. And you'll have to start building right away, Lum, because he's going to be here next week. Well, it don't matter to me when he's coming, because I ain't building nothing. I'm done with the business for good.
Wait a minute. Look out there. Squire Skimp's heading over this way.
Oh, my goodness.
You better lay down and make out like you're sick after all that junk you had me tell him on the phone.
Yeah.
Fact is, I believe you are sick. You better lay down anyway, Lum.
Glad of the chance. Throw one of them horse blankets over me and get shut of Squire just quick as you can. Tell him I'm too sick to talk.
Yeah, sure. I'll take care. Go ahead. Get over there.
Jimmy, it's too bad my friend Doc Withers ain't here. Now, while he's a veterinary, I'm sure he could do Lum some good. He's awful smart.
Yeah, start groaning, Lum. Here he comes. Start groaning.
Oh, me.
Well, howdy, Squire.
Well, hello, Abner. Howdy, Grandpap. Just thought I'd drop in and see how the patient is coming along.
Oh, well, he's worse, I'm feared, Squire. He's had an unlast.
Well, that's a shame. How are you feeling, Lum, old boy?
I don't believe he can even talk, Squire. Worst case of baffling I ever seen, I do believe.
Well, he certainly does look bad, I'll say that.
Yes, he does. Just nothing but skin and bone.
Well, don't you think that he could set up just long enough to sign a couple of papers here, Abner?
Oh, no. He still got to shake something wonderful. Show him how your hand shakes, Lum. The writing hand.
Yeah, all right. See there, Squire?
Why, that's your left hand, Lum.
Oh, well, that shows you right there how sick he is, Squire. Can't tell one hand from the other. I'm feared you better wait on them papers, whatever they are, for a week or so, maybe a month.
Well, I doubt if Mr. Duncan will wait that long.
Duncan?
Thought Hugh Garrett sent you over here.
No, it was Mr. Duncan. He had to go to Little Rock to arrange for a building priority, and he asked me to try to close this deal with Lum.
Wait a minute, you...
Now, get excited now, Lum. He's reconsidered and raised his offer to $1,500 for your interest in the property.
$1,500? Granny's, where's them papers you won't
sign?
Hey,
Lum, get back down there. You're a sick man now.
I've just recovered. Get out of my way, Abner. Where do I sign, Squire?
Well, now, here's the first place right here where the X is, Lum, right there.
$1,500 profits on a house I never even finished building. Think what it would be if I... Wait a minute, Grandpap?
Yeah?
Tell that friend of yours I'll build him any size building he wants. L. Eddard's Contractor.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows and Cedric in the Jot 'em Down store. A customer is just leaving. Listen.
Yeah, much obliged to me, C-Strong. Come in again. Well, all right now, Cedric. I can take care of you again, I reckon. Sorry I made you wait so long.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Abner.
Miss C-Strong always wants to buy so that blame much stuff. You must think that's all I've got to do is just stand around here waiting on customers.
Yes, Mom.
Oh. Well, What do you think about the new shoes now, Cedric?
Well, I don't rightly know.
They look all right, don't they?
Yes, Mom, look kind of big, though, I'm feared.
Well, naturally they do. They're 12.5 Ds. But that's the size you always take.
Yes, Mom. Well, I'll tell you, walk across the floor once more, Mr. Abner, and let me see how they look in action.
Cedric, I'm tired of walking around in these shoes. Why don't you try them on yourself? You're the one that's going to buy them, not me.
Well, I don't believe I'll try them on today, Mr. Abner. I'll come back tomorrow or sometime. I want to think it over.
Yeah, sure. Think it over. Don't strain yourself, though.
No, Mom. Don't want to rush into this, you know.
No, of course not. Don't rush into nothing. Donkeys. Wait 10 years, I don't care. Wish that boy'd hurry up and buy these shoes. He's going to wear me plumb out this year, just sure as the world. I got blisters on my feet now from parading backwards and forwards in front of him this morning. Just look at the size of them things, Lum.
How's that, Abner?
I could slip a watermelon in each shoe and never even know. Lum, are you listening to me?
Huh?
What in the world are you studying there anyway? Been sitting at your desk for 2 hours just staring at it.
Just look at that, Abner. Pay to the order of Columbus Edwards, $1,500.
Lum, are you still carrying that check around?
$1,500. Pay to the
You
order
better put that
of...
thing in the bank before something happens to it. You're going to wear the ink right off of it, reading it so many times.
But just looky there, Abner. So much money they can't hardly get it all wrote in that little space there.
No.
Now, that's what I call a check.
Yeah.
A check.
Well, it ain't going to do you no good just sitting there looking at it long.
Well, don't you worry. I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to use it for capital stock.
What?
Get into some new line of work.
Uh-oh, here we go.
That is, if I can find the right thing. Abner, what do you think a good thing would be to go into right now?
No, I don't know. Walt Bates was saying the other day that the Army is a good thing to go into.
The Army?
That's what he said.
Well, the war's over.
Yeah, well, Walt said this was a peacetime Army, and it's a good thing to go into now because they're learning them all kinds of new scientific stuff, he said. Said when a feller joins up now, why, he's more of a scientific than he is a soldier.
Well, I'd be good at that scientific stuff, I know that, but I ain't sure that that's the sort of thing that fit me.
No. Come to think of it, they want smart young men.
Well, I ain't so.
I weren't thinking about that part of it, Lum.
Well, now, if you're talking about if I'm smart or not, I just want to remind you that I'm smart enough to make $1,500 out of a house I never even finished building. And right here's the check to prove it.
Well, you won't have it long after your friend there gets in here.
Who do you mean?
Grandpappy Spears. See him heading over this way? You know what he's coming over here for. Find out about that fine big office building you're going to put up for that doctor friend of his.
Grannies, I wished I'd have never told him I'd do that.
I tried to tell you not to. But the minute you got that $1,500 in your hand, you was off again, getting them big ideas.
Well, I thought I could build a big office building, but then I got to checking around and found out I couldn't get no materials or no priorities or nothing. Now I don't know what to tell Grandpap.
Yeah, you've got a few more minutes to study up what you're going to tell him, 'cause he stopped out there talking to Ulysses S. Quincy.
I wished he'd talk to him all day.
Well, Lum, I don't see what you're so worried about. Looks to me like all you got to do is just tell Grandpap you can't put up the building for his friend, and that's it.
Well, I don't dare do that, though. If I tried to back out of that and like I told him I'd do it, you know what'd happen. Right away, he'd insisted I go through with it. You know how stubborn-headed he gets.
Oh, he's stubborner than a blue-nosed mule, yeah.
He'd more likely want to lawsuit me. No, what I'll have to do is be awful careful how I tell him. Lead up to it gradual. I'll have to handle him with gloves on. But I ain't going to build that building. And that's just the way it stands, Ulysses. I hate to go in there and tell Lum that my friend don't want no big office building after all. Just want some little place to begin with.
Okay.
But I know what's going to happen the minute I tell him that. He'll say I done made a deal with him and insist on putting up the building. You know how stubborn-headed old Lum is about such things. Liable to take me to court over it.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta be awful careful how I tell Lum the deal's off. Gotta work up to it gradual. Handle him
with gloves on.
Now, okay.
Well, I better get in there and tell him before he starts digging the foundations. Wish me luck, Ulysses.
Now, okay, Grandpap.
See you later, Ulysses.
Now, okay.
Yeah, howdy.
Oh, well, howdy, Grandpap. Seen you out there talking to Ulysses.
Yeah, sure is an interesting feller to talk to.
Yes, he is. Leastways, you don't never get in no argument with him. He'll okay anything you say. Yeah, what can we do for you today, Grandpap? Got a horse radish?
No, I didn't really want to buy nothing today, Abner. Just wanted to talk
For your friend, Doc?
Yeah, sorter.
Well, I guess Lum wants to talk to you about it, too. Don't you, Lum?
Oh, sorter, I reckon.
Yeah.
The fact is, Grandpap, I've been doing lots of thinking about that office building. Well, before you go any further, Lum, there's something I want to say. You know, we talked about putting up a 2-story building. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, too, and I was just wondering if a 2-story building would be the right size for your friend. Well, no. To tell the truth, I don't believe so. Well, I didn't think so, neither.
No, facts is, Lum don't even think he can put
I'll
up...
handle this, Abner. Of course, now, if you think it's going to be too much trouble to build this place... Oh, no, it's not that. I said I'd build it so you can count on me. Of course, now, if you don't think you want to go through with it... Oh, no, I said Doc's going to need a place, and he will. But I just think any of you're going to have lots of trouble getting materials and all that.
Oh, nobody can get materials.
Are you trying to get out of this, Grandpap? Oh, no, now, don't get me wrong, Lum. Don't think that.
Too bad.
Well, I just thought maybe this Doc Withers wasn't going to move here after all, or something like that. No, he's coming. Yeah, said right in his letter that he was moving here. Well, wait a minute. You ain't wanting to back down on this deal, are you?
Yeah, Grandpap.
Abner, hush up. Oh. Why, no, Grandpap. You know me. I never back down on nothing. My word's as good as my bond. Well, what was that you started to say about a 2-story building not being the right size? Well, I just thought that maybe we were to make this a 4-story building. 4-story building? Well, what's the matter? You think that ain't big enough? No, it's big enough. Almost, anyways. On second thoughts, he might even be able to squeeze by with a 3-story building. Grandpap, you're sure you wouldn't want to cut this thing out altogether? Oh, no. Now, better make it a 5-story building.
5? Doggies, that Doc Withers must be aiming on doctoring them by the herd.
5 stories, huh? Of course, now, Lum, if you don't think you can get the materials for that size building, don't worry about me. I can get the materials. Make it 6 stories if you want to.
I don't believe he'll ever get a cow to walk up to the 6th floor, no matter how sick she is.
Well, to be honest, Lum, I believe 6 stories is a little higher than Doc would want to go. Well, look, Grandpap, if you don't want to go into this, all you got to do is say so. Oh, no, you don't. I weren't born yesterday. Make it 7 stories. 7 stories. Well, Grandpap, let me make a suggestion. Oh, no, don't say nothing more. Let's settle on 7 stories. I'll discuss this with you some more tomorrow. I'm getting out of here.
Well, here, Grandpap, come back here a minute now.
Oh, well, I say I'm ready to leave.
Grandpap, now, Lum don't act... Hey, wait just a minute.
Let him go, Grannies. I've had all the Norris escapes I want for one day.
Norris escape?
Well, sure. Didn't you see him trying to trick me into saying I wouldn't put up that building so as he could take me into court for breaching the contract? I was just too smart for him. That's all it saved me.
Yeah, but, Lum, how in the world are you going to put up a 7-story building when you told me you couldn't even put up a 1-story one?
I don't know. Maybe by the time his friend moves to Pine Ridge, things will have loosened up to where I can get materials again. Wonder when that Doc Withers is aiming on getting here.
I don't know. Grandpap's still out in front there talking to somebody. You want me to ask him?
Yeah, it might be a good idea to know that. See just how long I've got to work on this thing.
Yeah, you ought to know that. I'll find out from him. Just a minute. Hey, Grandpap. When's Doc Withers going to move to Pine Ridge? Huh? Uh-oh.
What'd he say?
He says the Doc will be here Monday.
Monday?
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Grandpap in the Jotham Down store talking to Abner. Listen.
Abner, are you sure that Lum ain't mad at me over that building deal?
Of course not, Grandpap. I've been trying to tell you that he was tickled to death when he found out you wanted to get out of the deal. See, he never wanted to put up no office building for that friend of yours any more than you wanted to have one built.
Well, I hope you're right.
If both of you hadn't have been so stubborn-headed, you wouldn't have got into this mix-up. Why didn't you just come right out flat-footed and tell Lum you never wanted no building built?
I don't know, Abner. Seemed like all I done was just sort of mention that Doc Withers was going to need a place to work in when he come to town, and before we got done, Lum had it up to a 7-story office building. 7-legged skyscraper.
Yeah, well, it's all straightened out now. But next time, say what you mean. Don't go beating around the brush that way. Oh, wait a minute, there comes Cedric. Now I've got to go through some more of that rigmarole with them new shoes he's aiming on buying.
Ain't he bought them things yet?
No, he's going to have them wore out before he takes them out of the store. Well, howdy, Cedric.
Hello, Mr. Abner. Howdy, Mr. Grandpap.
Howdy, Cedric.
The shoes are sitting right over in a regular place. You've got to try 'em on yourself today, though. I can't, Cedric. My feet are still blistered from yesterday.
Oh, I don't want to look at the shoes today. Thought I'd lay off for a day or two on that and get a fresh outlook on them.
Well, that'll be a nice rest for me, too. What was it you wanted, then? Peanut butter?
Oh, no, Mom. Mama wanted me to bring this back to you.
Bring what back? I can't see what it is. You got it all wrapped up with it.
It's this orange juicer you sold us a couple of weeks ago. It don't work.
It don't?
No, Mom.
Did you take hold of this handle here and push it down like I told you?
Yes, Mom, I done just exactly like you said, but I couldn't get it to work.
Well.
So Mama says, take it back and get her 79 cents.
Well, wait a minute now, Cedric. If something's wrong with that, why, let me give you another and you take it home and try it. We sold one to the Sea Strunkses and they said theirs worked just fine. Here, now, you take this and then try it.
All right.
Recollect now, just take hold of that handle and push it down good and hard.
Yes, Mom, I know how to do it good. So long.
So long, Cedric.
Are them orange juicers actually any good, Abner?
I don't know. The Sea Strunkses like theirs all right. It's supposed to be a lot handier than squeezing them out by hand.
Yeah.
Or at least ways that's what the drummer said that sold them to us.
Natural.
Wonder what's wrong with this that Cedric brung back. Looks all right as far as I can
Wait a minute,
see.
there comes Lum. Are you sure he ain't mad at me no more?
No, I told you he's glad about it. Practical loves you for backing out of the deal. It saved his life. He couldn't have built a one-story hen house. Yeah, howdy, Lum.
Howdy. Oh, hello, Grandpap, old boy. I think I'm getting things pretty well lined up to welcome your friend Doc Withers. Well, good. Is it definite now that he's going to get here on Monday? According to the last hearing I got from him, that's when he'll get here, Monday. Packing everything in his car. Going to drive straight through from Mount Ida.
Has he got a car?
Oh, sure. A big veterinarian like him, he's got to have one.
Doggies.
More than likely one of them big limousines.
Driving straight through, huh?
Yep.
Well,
Direct.
just hope he ain't going to be tuckered out after a trip like that for all the things that Lum's planning for him. You know, that's a good 27 miles from Mount Ida.
Well, he ain't going to have to do nothing. Just sit there and listen to my welcome speech and all that.
That's what I say. Feller has to be in pretty good shape to listen to one of them speeches of yours, Lum.
Well, I'm going to cut it short. Won't run over half, 3/4 of an hour.
Well, you won't need more than one pitcher of water in that case.
Whereabouts we going to hold this thing? Down at Luke Spears' lunchroom, like he said over the telephone? Yeah, I just been down talking to Luke, and he's going to lay out an awful fancy spread for us. Well, it better be fancy. You know, Doc Withers ain't no little old two-bit veterinary. He's doctored some of the best-knowed hogs in Arkansas. Well, don't worry. I told Luke to give us the very best thing he's got on the menu.
You mean the hot roast beef sandwich?
You bet your life I do. And what's more, he's promised to squeeze the mashed potatoes in a big letter W on every plate.
W?
Sure. For Doc Withers.
Is that how you spell Doc?
Oh, Withers. That starts with a W.
Oh, I was going to say Doc spelled D-O-K. I think it's a D. Yeah.
What else have you got lined up for him, Lum? Well, let's see. We got to make this big now. You know, Doc's had his name in the veterinary's journal I don't know how many times. Yeah, you told me. He's wrote in lots of letters to him asking different questions, and they always print them.
Well,
Put his name right in there in black and ink.
huh.
Oh, he's a brilliant man. Knows a veterinary business from A to X. Fact is, he knows might nigh everything about every pigeon-toed subject there is. That man's got a well-rounded head on his shoulders. Yes, sirree, Bob, sir.
Doggies, I'll get a fair artist complexion being around a feller like that.
Well, you ought to be used to that by now, Abner. You've been around me for 30-odd years.
That's what I say.
Well, you don't need to worry about that, though. Doc ain't a man that throws his smartness in your face like Charlie Redfield does. I can't hardly wait to get them two together. It's going to do me good to see old Charlie have to take a back seat now.
I want to see that myself.
Well, what else you got lined up for him, Mom? Well, for one thing, I've got him a guest card at the Pine Ridge Athletics Club.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, just what does that entitle him to now? Well, you know what it says on them blotters they had printed up. Golf, tennis, bowling, hand-foot, base, and volleyball.
Is that lawn or hard court tennis?
Well, they don't specify. Member's choice, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actual, what does it entitle him to? Horseshoes.
Oh.
Gives him free use of the stobs. Of course, he has to furnish his own shoes.
Well, natural. Big doctor like him wouldn't want to play barefoot.
I mean horseshoes.
Does he wear them? Doggies, he sure must be wrapped up in that veterinary business.
What else have you got lined up for him? Well, Larry Hodgson's going to hitch up a team to that surrey he's got on back of the liver stable there and take him on a sightseeing trip right after lunch, showing the interesting points of Pine Ridge.
I'd like to get in on that myself.
What do you want to go for? You've rode around Pine Ridge 1,000 or 100 times.
Yeah, but I never seen nothing interesting.
What else you got, Lum? Got to make this good, you know. Well, Lodge is going to present him the key to the city. The older girls' woodcraft and leather tooling club is going to make him a leather wallet with his initials tooled in it.
How sweet.
And the Pine Ridge Boy Scouts are going to name a knot after him.
A knot?
And I'm going to have Will Spencer print up a big welcome sign to hang up in front of the lunchroom, as long as that'll be the first place we'll take him to when he gets here.
Yeah.
Like says, I better call up Will right now and tell him to get to work on that.
Doggies, all that ought to make a good impress on your friend. Don't you think, Grandpap?
I hope so. He's a big man, Abner. Hate to have anything second-rate for a feller of his caliber.
Yeah, sure.
Just a minute, Bill. Hello, Will. This is Lum. Yeah, you know that sign I was talking to you about? Well, you better get started on it right away, 'cause we'll need it on Monday.
Mama's pretty good on arranging things like that.
Oh, just say, welcome, Doc Withers.
I bet putting...
Here, just a minute, Will. Say, don't you fellas think it'd be a good idea to put his full name down on that sign?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What is his name, Grandpap?
Dr. Withers.
Well, there must be more to it than that.
Oh, Dr. B.F. Withers.
Yeah, but what does them initials stand for?
Benjamin Franklin.
Don't change the subject. Lum wants to know what the doc's name is.
But that's it, Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers.
Oh, dog.
Hello, Will. Make that sign read, welcome, Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers.
That's a fancy name.
Yeah, reckon how much that'll cost, Will? Oh, I see. Well, just a minute. Don't you fellas think that it might look like we're kind of showing off if we use his whole name that way?
No, I don't. I think it sounds good.
Well, Will charges by the letter.
Oh, well.
Don't you think just welcome Dr. B.F. Withers would sound better?
Oh, heap better. Could make it just welcome Dr. B. Withers.
Hello, Will. Better just make that welcome Doc Withers.
That's the best yet, yeah.
Yeah, or just a minute. Abner, which has the least letters in it, welcome or hello?
Well, let's see, welcome spelled W-E-L-L.
Wait, hello, Will. Make that hi, Doc. Yeah, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Make it fancy. Yeah, me or Abner will pick it up early Monday morning. All right, fine, Will. Goodbye. There's the Will I was talking to.
Oh.
Well, that takes care of the sign. Now then...
wait a minute. There comes Cedric again. He's got that orange juicer with him. Them things must be defective.
Why, what's the trouble with them?
Well, Cedric brung one back a while ago, so I give him another, and then... what's the matter, Cedric? Wouldn't this one work neither?
No, Mom. I pushed that little handle down 100 million times and couldn't get a drop of orange juice out of this doggone juicer.
Well, maybe the oranges you was using weren't no good.
Well, I pushed the handle down... Mom?
I say maybe you weren't using good oranges.
Oh. You have to use oranges in it?
Why, sure.
Oh, well, here you can have the thing then. That thing's a fake.
Huh?
Anybody can get juice out of oranges. That mama of mine's pretty smart. She said I'd been skinned when I brung it home the other day.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jotham Down store. Abner's talking to Cedric. Listen.
No, Cedric, you can't try on them shoes you're aiming on buying, 'cause we're closed today.
Well, I just want to try one of them on to see if they squeak. Them you sold me last year never squeaked hardly none at all. Nobody could tell they was new.
Yeah, well, you can't do it. We've got to get down to Luke Spears' lunchroom, 'cause we're throwing a big banquet for that friend of Grandpappy Spears that's moving to Pine Ridge, that Dr. Wither.
Yeah, and we gotta hurry, too. Cedric, would you mind to run down to the liver stable and see if Ari Hodgkins is getting a team hitched up to that surrey? He's going to take the doc on a sightseeing trip around Pine Ridge right after lunch.
Yes, Mom, I'll do it.
Abner, let me fix that tie of yours. It looks terrible.
Yeah, just a minute. See you later, Cedric. You can try on the shoes tomorrow.
Yes, Mom.
So long.
Well, stand still, Abner. I can't tie your necktie if you jump around that way.
Well, it's all right like it is, ain't it, Mom?
No, it ain't all right.
Oh.
You ain't going to make no impress on Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers the way you got it tied. Look at there. You got the short end about 3 times as long as the big end. Now, stand still.
Yeah, nobody'd notice it with my coat button.
Yeah, they would have. The way you had it, part of the tie was hanging way down below your coat. What do you do, tie it with your feet?
Oh, Lum, you're choking me, Lum.
Why didn't you get Elizabeth to help you?
She was busy ironing my breeches. Besides, she said I was getting old enough to learn how to tie my own necktie.
Well, I think she's right, too. Yeah, there. You look a little more respectable.
Why is it you got to be uncomfort to look respectable?
Now, don't start complaining about being uncomfort. You can put up with it leastways till after the lunch banquet's over. Fact is, you look pretty good dressed up this way. First time I've ever saw you with any color in your face.
Well, no wonder. You got my necktie cinched up there to where I might lie choking to death. I have to loosen that up a little bit so that I can swallow my victuals over at that lunch. Can't get my Adam's apple down where it belongs. You caught it right at half-mast there, Lum.
Well, just leave it alone. You'll get used to it.
I'd have swore I'll pull my shirt tail out.
Don't forget we're going to be knob-hobbing with a high-class feller today.
Well, if this is what you got to go through, I'd rather associate with fellers like you.
Now, there's another thing. You better mind the way you talk.
Talk? I'll have all I can do just trying to breathe. Doggy, that thing is tight.
Abner, will you take that clothes brush there and dust me off a little? That blame blue serge suit picks up everything for a radius of 6 miles.
Yeah, all right, let me get the brush here.
Oh, my goodness, there comes a customer out there. Thought I told you to put up that sign about the store being closed for the day.
I did. It's hanging right there on the door. Maybe it's somebody that can't read.
Who is that fella, anyway?
I don't know. Whoever it is, he sure looks country, I'll say that for him.
Now, we ought to lock the door, I reckon.
We're closed. Closed up for the day. Sorry.
Yes, sir. How to do, sir? Awful nice day.
I said we're closed.
How's that?
He said we ain't open today.
No, I seen your sign out there. Some sort of a holiday, is it?
Well, yeah, sorta. You might say that.
Well, that's nice. Holidays are nice. I wonder if you'd mind if I'd use your telephone?
Well, I reckon it'd be all right if you'd make it short.
Much obliged.
We can't sell you nothing, no.
The phone's right over there. Hurry up, Abner. Start brushing.
Yeah. Believe I'll need a little dusting off, too.
Do you know how to work the telephone?
I doubt it.
How's that?
I say, do you know how to work the phone?
Oh, yes. I was just looking for the fellow's ring. I wrote it down on the back of a letter. Got it here somewhere.
Don't brush so hard, Abner. You're going to knock me over.
Oh, excuse me.
You ever been to Boise, Idaho?
No, I ain't.
Nice place.
Wait a minute. You ain't aiming on calling somebody in Idaho, are you?
No. Local fella. Just run across this postcard I got from a friend of mine lives in Boise, Idaho. The card shows a view of the main street of Boise, as seen from the north end.
Yeah, let's see it. Let me see it.
Abner, just ignore it.
Oh, there you are. That's looking south.
Well,
The main street of Boise, Idaho. It's either looking south or west. I've never been there myself.
Yeah, well, you better get your phone call made and get out of here. We're in a terrible rush today.
Looking west, I believe. West or south. Ever been there?
I told you no.
Nice place.
Abner, stop gawking at that postcard and get me the shoe blacking.
oh, yes.
Say, I'm not interfering with your plans, have I? If you've got something to do, just go right ahead and do it. All I want to do is make one phone call, and I'll be on my way.
Well, why don't you do it then?
You're sure you don't mind if I use your phone?
No, go right ahead. But just make it snappy.
Yeah, make it snappy. Here's the shoe blacking law.
Good. Will you slap a little on my shoes there, Abner?
Yeah, sure.
I got such good creases in my breeches today, I hate to bend down and get them knee-sprung again.
I got this fellow's phone ring wrote down on a letter here somewhere.
Well, who is it you wanted to call? Maybe we can help you.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh, that's a funny thing. But I looked at that half a dozen times. Good to see it.
Yeah, that's awful funny. Abner, don't get that blacking all over the buttons.
Oh, excuse me.
They were supposed to be pearl gray. Wait a minute. Don't get up. Stay bent over that way.
Well, now, Lum, I never meant to do it.
I ain't going to kick you. I just want to comb your hair a little better.
Oh.
What'd you use to part it with anyway? Egg beater?
Hello? More people talking on this contraption. Hello?
Well, the line's busy then. Don't you know nothing?
I wish you'd get out.
The line's busy.
Abner, hold your head still. I can't part your hair with you twisting around that way.
Oh.
That's the trouble with phones. They're always busy. People will talk on them.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Pull my hair clean out, Lum? I won't make much of an impress on that fella if I have to keep my hat on all during the banking.
I know if a man wants to pull all of his hair out, every stick of it. Lived in Chadron, Nebraska. Story is that he done it with just an ordinary pair of pliers. Had his own tool shop.
There, you look a lot better now, Abner.
Well,
Story is that he done it despite his wife. Said she spent so much money on her hair. Say, I'm not bothering you fellas, am I? As soon as I get this call through, I'll be on my way.
Well, I don't know about you, but we're on our way right now. Come on, Abner. We got to hurry or we're going to be late.
yeah, we better be getting down there. I'm getting hungry, too.
You fellas going someplace?
Are we going someplace? We're just going to a banquet for the biggest man that ever hit this town, that's all.
Well, you probably want to get started then. Here, I'll try to get my phone call through again.
No, there ain't time. We've got to lock up the store right now.
Let him make the call. If we don't, we'll be here all day long arguing with the old wind. Listen, we're leaving. Just be sure you lock the door when you go out. The key's in the door.
Yes, I'll do it. I'll lock it up.
Come on, Abner.
Think you feared he'll take something?
No, he's harmless. I doubt he's got enough sense to do.
Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, who is this? Well, I want to talk to your husband. I'm Doc Withers. Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers from Mount Ida. Yeah. Well, I know I'm late. I had a little car trouble on the way over. I'm at a store of some kind. Been trying to call you, but the line was busy. You said I'm supposed to meet you where? Oh, wait now. Let me get that name straight. Luke Spears' lunchroom? Ooh, gonna have eats, huh? Well, good. I'll get right down there.
No, you're not late, Lum. That's all right. Our guest of honor hasn't arrived yet. That's your place right next to Walt there, I believe.
Oh, well, good. Right next to Walt.
Yes, that's right there, Lum.
Yeah, howdy, Tom.
Tom?
Hey, fellas, the doc's in town.
In town?
And it was Charity that called me on the phone.
Well, good.
She said he just called her and she told him to come right down here to the lunchroom.
Yes, well, I'm glad to hear that he made it all right, yes.
I better go back and tell Luke to get ready to start serving the victuals.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Grandpap. Tell him to have everything all set. Have you got your big welcome speech all ready, Lum?
Oh, you bet your life I have. Rehearsed it for a couple hours last night.
Now, how are you, Ulysses?
Okay, Lum.
That's good. You know, Squire, this is one of the biggest things that ever happened to Pine Ridge.
No, there's no doubt about it at all, Lum, no.
Having a big doctor like D.F. Withers moving to town.
Yes, we should be justly proud. Pine Ridge is coming to the front, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, my, yes. I just hope this reception we got up for him is going to measure up to the thing.
Up there comes that varmint that was in the store. He followed us right down here.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I better go out and stop him.
Yeah.
We don't want him around here when Doc Withers gets
so long.
Give the town a bad name.
Yeah.
Excuse me, fellas. I'll be right back. Just forgot something, I think.
Now, what did Lum forget, Abner? Some note for his speech?
No, he's got them right. Yeah. That's what he forgot, I think.
Well, I just hope that Lum cuts his speech kind of short today. Yeah, he said it wasn't an extra long one. Yeah, we don't want the doctor to get the wrong impression of our fair city. Wonder how that doctor's fixed on insurance.
And Luke's all set. Got the hot beef sandwiches all ready to go.
Has he got the mashed potatoes squeezed out in a W on each plate like he was going to?
Wait a minute. Who's going out there in front there?
Oh, that's Lum. Just take your seat there, Grandpap. Wait a minute. There, Lum's coming back in right now. Just sit down, Grandpap.
Well, that takes care of that.
Good.
Well, why didn't you bring him inside?
Who, that old fella I was talking to? We don't want him in here.
Why, that's the doc. That's Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers from Mount Ida.
Dr. Withers?
It is. Oh, my goodness. What if I did?
What did you do?
I give him 35 cents and told him if he was hungry, he'd have to go around to the kitchen and eat. Told him there was a private banquet going on in here just for us big businessmen.
See what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in the Jotham Down store discussing the results of yesterday's banquet for Doc Withers. Listen.
Grannies, what an idiot he must think I am. Here we all outdo ourselves to make a big impress on Dr. Withers, try to give him a big welcome, and what happens? I stand there like an empty-headed numbskull and tell him to keep away from the banquet. Make him go around to the back door and eat in the kitchen.
Well, Lum, you never knowed who he was.
Well, you never knowed who he was, neither.
I never said I did.
You're just as much to blame for this as I am.
Lum, I ain't denying.
Don't sit there and argue with me.
Oh, man.
I feel bad enough as it is. Oh, what an idiot he must think I am.
Why limit it to him?
And as I'll never be able to live this down. I might have to move to some other town and get a fresh start in life.
Oh, Lord, me alive, Lum. Stop worrying. Everything always happens for the best. I've always said that.
Well, I was so embarrassed when Grandpap brought the doc out of the kitchen and set him down, and I couldn't give a word of my speech I'd studied up.
That proves what I said. Everything happens for the best.
Oh, such a dumb trick. Me telling the guest of honor to go around the back and eat in the kitchen.
Well, Lum,
Grannies.
I don't see why you're so upset about it.
It never seemed to bother the doc none. He just appeared to be happy about everything.
Just being polite, more than likely.
Oh, I don't think so. Grandpappy Spears told me later that when he went back in the kitchen to get the doc, why, he was sitting there just happy as you please. Had his napkin tucked in his collar, waiting for Luke to get done serving the banquet so he could fix him a plate of hash back there.
All right, don't give me the details, Abner. It's bad enough as it is.
And then when he come into the banquet there, he was just as jolly as he could be.
Yeah?
Never seemed embarrassed at all to me. Sat there and ate hearty. Fact is, he ate more than anybody else, I believe.
Yeah, I did notice he had uncommonly good appetite.
Oh, that feller can eat more grub than any human I ever seen pull a chair to a table.
Oh, yeah. He better than mine, I know that. I couldn't eat nothing.
Well, he weren't bashful about his talking neither. Practical, talk steady. You know, it's still a mystery to me how a man can do so much eating and talking at the same time.
Abner, do you think I ought to apologize to him?
No, of course not. We all passed it off as a joke. Told him you was just pulling a josh on him. I don't think he'd hear you if you did apologize to him, no way. He don't listen to half of what you say, I don't believe.
Well, it weren't exactly my fault, no way. He never looked nothing like Grandpap's been describing him.
No.
He never looked like no big, famous vet doctor to me.
Yeah. Well, he had me fooled, too. He just looks like another one of Grandpap's old cronies.
Well, that's about what he is, you might say.
Yeah, just about. Only difference is he talks about twice as much. Talk.
Yeah, he is a talker, all right.
Oh, me.
I'd hate to have to be around him very much of the time.
Oh, me too. He's nice, but annoying.
Yeah. Well, I guess the best thing to do is just forget about it.
Why, sure.
We've got plenty of work around here to take up our time. Have you put up that order for Miss Pomeroy yet?
Well, I got about half of it put up, and then Miss Goshen come in, and after she went out, wait a minute, there they come.
Who?
Grandpap and Doc Weathers. Coming up out there.
Goodness gracious. Better tell them we're extra busy today or we'll never get shut up.
Yeah.
Be polite about it.
Well, hello, Grandpap.
Howdy.
Howdy do, Doctor.
How are you today, Doctor?
Well, sir, I'm feeling first rate. Me and Milford been talking over old times, discussing common acquaintances, one thing and another. You know how a couple of old codgers will do when they get together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doc here sort of looking around town for a place where he can set up his office temporary.
I knew Milford when he didn't have a nickel in his pocket.
Has he got one now?
You ain't got any idea where you might find an office, have you, Lum? Well, I don't know, Grandpap. How big a place do you reckon you'll need, Doc? Oh, he don't need much of a place, Lum.
No, I don't need much of a place. Just a little cubby hole where I can hang my hat, do most of my work out in the field. Wouldn't need a place no bigger than, say that room you got back there.
The feed room?
Yeah, well, let's see. Where could you find a place like that? Irie Hodgkins got a lot of room in that liver stable of his'n, but there ain't no floor in that.
No, and I'd be trying to get him to doctor the horses for free all the time, too.
Yeah.
That's just about the size of that room there. Just a cubby hole. It'd be funny if I just moved right in there.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Would you hate that? Having an old nuisance like me around, putting in my 2 cents worth all the time.
It'd be awful.
I wonder if Mose Mooch uses that back room over there at the barber shop. No, come to think of it, Dad Foss is living in there.
Yeah. Squire Skimp might know something. I doubt it, though.
I could run a desk in there right into that window you got back there.
Well, we sort of need that space for the feed sacks.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about that. The kind of patience I have ain't awful particular. I do most of my work out in the field. All I need is a cubby hole.
I wonder if Walt would have any extra room out there at his place.
Walt Bates?
It's kind of fur out.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're going to be doing your work out in the field anyway...
You can pile them sacks someplace else. What'd you say the rent would be on that?
Well, I don't know. I ain't even thought about it.
Well, it ain't for rent, no ways.
All he needs is just a cubby hole.
Yes, when you come right down to it, that's all I need, some little old cubby hole. Milford's right. I do most of my work out in the field. You say $10 a month?
Well, I tell you, Doc, you see, that room is
You
something...
get awful tired of having an old nuisance like me around. If you don't want me in there, just say so. Speak right up. You think about $10?
Well, I don't know, Doc. You see, actually, we need
I
that
don't think
space.
$10 is too high. You, Milf?
No, I think that's right reasonable. You'll be out in the field most of the time anyway.
Well, if that's your price, I'm willing to agree to it. I'd rather not sign a lease, though. Your word's good enough for me.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about them. They're honest. I'll vouch for them.
Oh, I don't know. They look like a couple of crooks to me.
Oh, sure. Cut it out now, Doc. You fellas will die laughing with Doc around. He gets awful good.
Well, I have my serious side, too. But I think a little humor now and then is good for the soul. A little laughter now and then relaxes the muscles of the stomach. I've always advocated that with animals. If only they could laugh more. I was calling on a patient of mine one day. It was a roan. Well, maybe more of a sorrow. Well, you might say a sorrow roan. Out at the Jenkins place, just south of Mount Ida there. Had a nice personality. Wasn't really a serious case. Horse was more neurotic than anything else. It was a hard case. For the longest time, I couldn't find out exactly what was ailing that horse.
Well, what was it?
Well, sir, I don't know. Horse up and died. I don't think it was anything serious, though. He was more the neurotic type, as we say.
Yeah, well, about you renting the feed room, Doc, I'm feared we're going to have to use that.
For the rent in advance?
Well, no, what I was going to say...
I'll pay it in advance if you want it that way. Or at the end of the month. You just name your terms. Place I had over at Mount Ida, I paid by the semi-weekly. $4.50 every 2 weeks. You just name your terms.
Yeah, well, I'm feared we're
Now,
going to...
here's something I want you to be sure and recollect. Any time you fellas don't want me back there, just throw me out. Just pick me up with the scruff of the neck and toss me right out in the street.
Well, we wouldn't want to do that.
Wouldn't we?
Don't be bashful about it. Just toss me out like an old tomato can. Ain't that the thing to do, Milford?
Yeah, that's the thing to do, Doc.
Toss me out. Well, come on, Milford. You better go along with me and help me move my things in. Can't do it by myself. I ain't no flop-eared elephant, you know.
Well, I'll help you.
You know, they use elephants in circuses to move things with tent poles, wagons, everything. Beasts of burden.
That man knows everything.
He does, huh?
He'll astonish you.
Well, come on, Milford. Can't stand here all day and expect to get anything done.
Just a minute now. Fur's renting that room to you. Me and Abner ain't agreed to
We can iron out the details when I get back. We'll have plenty of time to talk then. You'll find me a regular old nuisance, won't we, Milford?
Oh, bound to.
Well, I doggies. How do you like that?
Granny.
Lum, we ain't actually going to rent the feed room to him, are we? That place back there, we need that for the feed and the flour and stuff like that. We can't give that to him.
Well, what are we going to do? Looks like it's done been rented.
Done been rented. I never said nothing about it now.
You heard him go out of here to get his things.
Well, I doggies, he must have said it then. I never said it was rented, I know. Did he say he'd rented it?
I never was talked into anything so fast in my life.
Talked into it.
You know, Abner, I don't know what makes me feel this way, but I've just got a hunch that Doc Withers is going to be a nuisance.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jotham Down store talking to Squire Skip. Listen.
All right, Squire. Anything else you want now?
No, I believe that's all, Lum.
Razor blades?
No. Mike, give me a can of tobacco, though. I am getting a little low on that, I believe.
Yes, sir, you bet.
What was that? Sounded like glass breaking.
That was the Doc.
The Doc?
Yeah, Doc Withers.
Oh.
He's back there in the feed room. That's his office now.
It is. Well, I didn't know if you rented him the feed room, Lum.
Well, we never. He just rented it himself.
How do you mean, Lum?
Well, him and Grandpap come in here yesterday. Grandpap said the Doc was looking for a place to set up his office. Just a little cubby hole, he said.
Uh-huh.
I ain't sure just how it happened, but before we got done talking, he'd taken over the feed room. Me and Abner never did agree to it.
You didn't?
Oh, no. He even set the price himself. $10 a month. Then said that was our price, well, that was good enough for him.
Well, Lum, if you didn't want him to rent the place, why didn't you speak up and say so?
Squire, with him, it don't do no good to speak up. You can stand there and holler things at him, and somehow or other he can make you feel like you never said nothing. I don't know how he does it.
Well, I think perhaps it was as much you as it was him, Lum. Trouble with you is you're too soft-hearted.
Well, that weren't the case yesterday.
Well, I'm afraid it was. Never let anybody out-talk you, Lum. I've always said you're just too good a fella. That's your trouble. You ought to be a little more firm in your business deals, Lum. Be hard-headed. Even a little ruthless at times.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, that's why you've never gotten rich right there.
Who ain't never got rich? I've got $1,500. Made it out of that house I started building for Mr. Duncan.
Or have you still got that money, Lum? I thought you had to pay out most of that on bills you'd run up.
No, that was clear profit.
Oh, well.
And you can get that look right out of your eye right now, Squire, because that money's in the bank. And that's where it's going to stay, every cent of it.
Yes, well, I think you're smart there, Lum. Yes, indeed. Yes, very smart. If I were you, I wouldn't even consider investing any money at this time.
Well, I ain't going to.
No. A bad time to make investments, yes.
'Tis
Oh, yes, Lum. If I were you, I'd wait until... I'd wait until at least next week.
Next week?
Yes, at least. Come to think of it, I have a few things myself coming up next week that you might be interested in, too, Lum. Of course, I don't know whether I'll be able to work you in on them or not. Closed stocks, you know. But I'll certainly try. I'll make a note of that right now.
Well, I'm sure I wouldn't be interested, Squire.
Yes, I'll do my best for you, Lum. Certainly will. Say, what's Doc Withers doing back there, Lum?
Oh, he's fixing up his office.
Fixing it up? Yeah. Sounds more like he's tearing it down.
He's setting all these bottles of medicines out on the shelf back there. Sounds to me like he's dropping most of them. I hope he don't get hurt with flying glass.
No. Wonder how he's fixed for accident insurance. Or, for that matter, any kind of insurance. Perhaps I'd better go back and ask him. Just for his own protection, you know.
Well, you can ask him, but I doubt if you ever get an answer.
Well, you don't need to worry about that, Lum. You just have to know how to handle his type.
Well, I wish you luck, Squire. If you can sell him, you're good.
I'll sell him, don't worry. Just leave my groceries on the counter there, Lum. I'll get them on my way out. I beg your pardon.
Oh, how do you do, sir? Come right on in. Watch out for the broken glass on the floor there. I just dropped a bottle of medicine on the floor there. Old Butterfinger me. I don't know how it happened. I was just setting the bottle up on the shelf there and slipped right out of my hand. Oh, Butterfinger.
I don't know if you remember me or not, Doctor. I met you at the luncheon the other day.
Oh, sure. Certainly I remember you, sure, Mr. Weestrong.
No, I believe you're a little confused. You got Mr. Weehunt mixed up with Mr. Seastrong. However, my name is Squire Skimp. M.K. Skimp, Real Estate Bonds and Insurance. carry an awfully good line of insurance.
Oh, Butterfingers. That's 2 bottles I have dropped today right on the floor. Crash place.
Yes, that's too bad.
Yes. You say you're in the insurance game, Mr. Seahunk?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I can make good money in the insurance game. I knew a man, a friend of mine. He went into the embalming game.
Yes, well, that's fine. By the way, Doctor, how is your insurance program? Do you feel it's adequate?
He was a mighty good embalmer. Took a 3-month course. What'd you say?
I said, do you think your insurance program...
It was a 3-month course, and Howard finished it in 4 months. That was his name, Howard Sutler. Howard K. Sutler was the way he always signed himself. Never would tell what the K stood for. Some outlandish name, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, that was the way Howard always did things. Always willing to do that little extra bit that spelled success. The others made it in 3 months. Not Howard. He took 4 months. Wanted to get everything there was to get out of embalming.
Yes. Well, now, we have a policy.
That's right. That was Howard's policy. That little extra bit. When he went into business, he wasn't satisfied just having his name printed on the door. He had it printed on both windows and the weather vane. Howard K. Sutler and Balmer. Oh, you've probably heard of him.
No, I haven't.
Had a place right there on the main street of Mount Airy. Popular young clubman. Went broke in 2 months. Place is still there, though. You say you're in the insurance game, Mr. Pre-Shrunk?
Skimp is the name. Now, speaking of insurance, Doctor...
Oh, no. I'm not an insurance doctor. I'm just a veterinarian, just an old vet. Horses and pigs. They say the only reason I stayed in business so long was because my patients couldn't talk back to me. I like a good joke now then.
Yes. Well, now, we have a policy that a lot of the businessmen around town have been buying lately. Carries a nice retirement feature with it.
Yes?
No double indemnity, but the premiums are quite reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
We don't issue dividends on it, but now it has a good air travel clause.
Yes.
Designed especially for the business and professional man.
They say the reason Howard went broke was because he never had any customers. Of course, it's true that he did gamble, whist, euchre, one thing and another. It was in his blood, they say.
Yes. Well, now, here, Doctor, let me show you a sample copy of this policy.
Yes, love to see it. Watch out. Don't step on that medicine I spilled there. Old Butterfingers, why don't you call me?
Yes. Well, now, here.
You know what that medicine is there on the floor?
No, I don't. What is it?
I don't know either. I ought to label those bottles. Might be a mixture of camphor, ammonia, and sweet spirits and niter. I prescribed that for thumps. Ever had a horse with the thumps?
No, I never did.
It's not awfully serious. Plenty of salt and rest will generally put a horse back in tip-top shape.
Well, I'm glad to know that. Now, then...
Plenty of salt and rest. It's generally just the result of overwork and hard driving in hot weather. Symptoms, violent beating or throbbing in the flanks. Palpitation of the heart. I can generally tell just by looking a horse in the eye. This is the policy,
Yes. Now, you see this clause here?
Tell a lot about a horse by looking him in the eye. Let me see your eye a minute, Mr. Seahunk.
Doctor, I'm trying to show you this policy.
Oh, yes. Well, if that horse of yours has any more trouble with the thumps, just give him plenty of salt and rest. This is an insurance policy, you say?
Yes. Now, one of the main features...
Comment. Oh, it's you, Abner. Granny's, where you been?
Oh, just making a deal ever. Doggy, you had me loaded down to where I couldn't see where I was going, Lum. Kept getting lost. How have you and the doc been getting along?
Well, I ain't had to put up with him very much, thank goodness. He's been stacking up his medicine bottles, and Squire Skimp's back there selling him some insurance now.
Oh, Lum. Doggy, that squire don't lose no time, does he?
He's got an eye for business, I'll say that for him.
No.
Now, hope he don't sell him too big of a policy, though.
Well, he better watch him or he will.
Just twixt you and me, I don't believe Doc Withers has got a whole lot of money.
No, of course, you never can tell about fellers that dress the way he does. Sometimes they'll fool you, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You can't tell how fat a rooster is by looking him in the face. Sometimes, well, the sale must be over. There comes Squire. Did you sell him the policy, Squire?
No, I'm in no condition to handle any business of any kind. I've got to get right home and take it easy for a few days.
Well, wait, Squire, you're forgetting your groceries.
You'll have to deliver those for me. I'm just not able to do it myself. And you better throw in a 10-pound sack of salt, too, Lum.
Salt? 10 pounds?
Yes, Lum, that's what I need. Plenty of salt and rest.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
Sick? Why, man, I just found out I've got the thump.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community, we find Lum in the Jotham Down store talking to his partner, Abner. Listen.
Abner, will you watch the store? I think I'll go out and eat.
Already? Well, it ain't but about 11 o'clock.
Well, I thought I'd go home this noon instead of going down to Luke Spear's lunchroom.
Lord, don't you punish yourself enough eating breakfast and supper at home, Lum? Are you mad at yourself or something?
All right now, Abner. My cooking ain't so bad as you try to make it out.
Oh, no.
I'm a heap healthier than lots of fellers that eats their woman's cooking day in and day out.
Well, you'd have to be healthy to stand up under them hotcakes you cook, or vulcanite, or whatever you do to them. Lum, you must have some awful good reason for not going down to Luke Spears today. Now, what is it? Come on.
Well, to be right honest, I'm just sort of trying to get away from Doc Withers for a few minutes.
Get away from Doc Withers?
Not so loud. I want him to hear me back there.
Oh, no, he's still busy stacking up them medicine bottles of his, and he can't hear you.
You know, he's actually an awful nice feller, Abner. Friendly as can be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes you just feel like you have to get away from him for a few minutes. Talks so dead blame much.
Yeah, he's a talker. Interesting, though.
Every day he follows me right down to the lunchroom and talks steady all during the meal.
Well.
Hardly gives you a chance to tell Luke what you want to eat.
Well, I think it's just 'cause he likes you, Lum.
Oh, I know he means well and all that, but... Well, another reason I want to eat by myself today is because I've got some thinking to do.
Thinking about what?
One thing and another. Money and stuff like that.
Wait a minute, you don't mean that $1,500 you got in the bank, do you?
Well, sort of.
Now, Lum, you know what you said you was going to do with that. Leave it right there in the bank. That's what you said. Leave it right there in the bank.
Yeah, but Abner, I can't never get rich just leaving that money set there. When Squire Skimp was in here yesterday, he got me to thinking about investments.
You ain't going to let Squire invest it for you, are you?
Oh, no.
Well, I was going to say...
I'll do the investing myself. Natural.
Well, just don't let that Squire Skimp get his hands on it. He ain't so smart a business head as he always tries to make out. Look what happened to him yesterday. He come in here to talk Doc Withers into buying some insurance, and instead of that, Doc talked Squire into thinking that he had the thumps.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised at that. Squire General's so level-headed about things like that. Thumps is something horses get, sort of like the hives.
Yeah. Well, that Doc Withers, Lum, he gets you so mixed up you don't know whether you're a horse or a human or what you are.
He sure must have done a good job on Squire. I hear today that Squire's still in bed eating salt by the spoonful. That's what Doc said was good for the thumb. Plenty of rest and salt.
First thing you know, old Squire will start winning. Believe I'll get him a nice pair of blinkers for Christmas.
Oh, your new feed bag.
Yeah, with salt in it.
What's the big joke?
Oh, howdy, Doc.
I was back in my office there, and I heard you laughing. Did somebody get off a humorous remark?
No, we just talking here, dog.
Yes.
Well, I've got to be getting along to dinner. I'll see you fellas later.
Well, wait, Lum. I'll get my hat and go along. Slip on the old feed bag with you.
Well, I ain't going down to the lunchroom today, Doc.
Oh?
Say, Abner, if Miss Barton calls, tell her them bolts of oilcloth come in from the wholesale house this morning.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell her, Lum.
Now, where did I put my hat?
I said I weren't going down to the lunchroom today, Doc.
Well, that's all right with me. I'm not particular where I slip on the old feed bag. Any place you say is good enough for me. Abner, did I wear my hat this morning?
I believe you had it on when you come in. Is that it sitting on the coffee grinder there?
Oh, yes. Been a bear that bit me. Well, let's be on our way, Lum. If anybody calls me, Abner, tell them I'm not here.
Doc, I'm going to eat at home today.
Oh, at your home?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want me tagging along, then. I thought you was going to eat in some restaurant.
No.
You wouldn't want me tagging along. Is your wife a pretty good cook?
Why? Mom ain't got no wife.
Oh, that's too bad. What happened?
Nothing happened. That's why I ain't got a wife.
No, I'm a bachelor. Abner was the one that's married.
Oh, I see. You're the married one.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Marriage is nice. Two souls traveling the road of life together. Matrimonial bliss. I went with a young lady once. Went steady for 4 or 5 years.
Well, I've got to be going.
Myrtle. Myrtle Travers. Had a nice talent for music. Had a well-trained eye.
Well-trained eye?
Yes, sir. She could recognize, name, and identify more than 5 musical instruments by just looking at them. Her specialties were the piano, the saxophone, the cornet, the drum, 2 kinds of drums, bass and snare. Well, there's your 5 right there.
Well, good for her. Now I've got to go.
Myrtle Travers.
Well, don't be gone long, Lum.
Well, here, wait. I'll get my hat and go with you. Oh, what's the matter with me? I've already got it. Oh, absent-minded me. Myrtle always used to make the remark that I was absent-minded. Then she'd say, you're absent-minded. But she had her good side. I've often felt that maybe I shouldn't have broken up with her.
Well, why'd you do it, Doc?
Oh, I don't know. Impulsive, little things, you know.
Yeah.
One day she went to a picnic with another fella. Then later on they got engaged. Then they got married. Oh, I don't know. Somehow or other after that we just seemed to drift apart.
Oh, well, that was a shame.
Well, you ready, Lum?
Well, I said I was eating at home, Doc.
Well, if you don't want me tagging along, just don't hesitate to say so. I'll get in there and eat you out of house and home.
Well, it's kind of for a piece over to my place. Be closer for you, just run down to the lunchroom.
Sounds like he's trying to get rid of me. Don't it, Abner?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. Hardly.
Us old bachelors got to stick together. Ain't that right, Lum?
Yeah, that's right, Doc.
Birds of a feather. Well, come on, Lum. If anybody calls for me, Abner, tell them I'm not here.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yes, sir, Lum. Birds of a feather. I treated a bird once for over 4 months. A white-legged hen. Tried to hatch out a golf ball. Give it a bad inferiority complex.
Come in. Oh, well, howdy, Grandpap.
Howdy.
All right, Doggers, I'm glad you're here. I need somebody to watch the store for me while I go get something to eat. I'm just sitting here starving plumb to death.
What's the matter? Ain't you yet?
No, I ain't dead. Lum was going to get back early, but, Lord me, he's been gone nigh 2 hours now.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must have worked up a fair appetite today.
Well, he went home today instead of going down to the lunchroom, because he wanted to be by himself and do some thinking, he said.
Well, no wonder it's taking him so long.
Then, Doc Withers sort of invited himself to go along with Lum.
Well, that was nice. Or wait a minute. You mean Doc's going to have to eat Lum's cooking?
It was his own idea.
By Jiminy, he's my friend, Abner. You can't do that to him. No man can stand up under them kind of victuals, except Lum. He's used to it by now.
Well, Lum tried his best to talk him out of it. But you know Doc, he don't never listen to more than half of what you say to him.
That's a mean, ornery trick to play on a feller.
Well, maybe it'll learn him a lesson.
It's all right to learn a feller a lesson. You don't need to kill him, though. What's Lum cooking for him? Hotcakes?
Natural. About all he knows how to cook.
Oh, me. My goodness gracious. Stack of them things would double up a pigeon-toed goat.
Well, he asked for it.
I better get over there. Poor Doc's more than likely laying on the floor, stretched out, writhing in agony.
Oh, no, it ain't that bad, Grandpap. You try to exaggerate everything. Hi, doggies, wait a minute here.
What's the matter?
Maybe that's what's taking them so long. You might be right at that.
I know I'm right. Here I was the one that urged Doc to move to Pine Ridge. Told him what a wonderful place it was to live. Better get on the phone, Abner, and call him.
Well, I don't want to be... Wait a minute. There comes Lum right now. The Doc ain't with him, neither.
Huh?
That must be what happened, all right, Grandpap.
Oh, me, I ordered told him to stay in Mount Ida.
Well, he'll get over it.
Blame myself for this.
Oh, well, don't worry. Howdy, Lum. How's he feeling now?
I ain't got time to talk now, Abner. I've got to get another sack of that pancake flour and get back over to the place.
Pancake flour?
Yeah, I've got to cook the Doc some more hotcakes.
Some more? You mean he liked them?
Oh, he said they was the finest he'd ever had.
Huh?
And what's more, he likes my cooking so much he's going to eat with me every day now. He's boarding with me.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their Jotham Down store. Lum is getting ready to leave. Listen.
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum. Whereabouts you going? We got a lot of work to do at the store here.
Well, I won't be gone long.
Well, now, don't forget we got to mark up all our prices again today.
Well, let's just run for a day or so on yesterday's prices. We won't lose much. We've been spending so much time changing prices here lately, we don't have time to wait on the customers. I'll be back after a while, Abner.
Well, whereabouts are you going? Now, somebody might come in here and want to get in touch with you.
Well, I'll be over at Charlie Redfield's. I want to get a little more information from Charlie on a plan I got in mind.
What kind of a plan?
Oh, it's a money-making plan.
Uh-oh.
See, Charlie mentioned to me the other day that now was a good time to pay up debts.
Charlie said that?
Yeah, he said that with dollars inflated the way they are now, a fella can make money paying up old bills.
Well.
So I figured as long as I got that $1,500 in the bank, I might just as well take advantage of the situation and make myself a profit.
Come over that again now, Long. You mean you can make money out of paying up debts?
According to Charlie. I ain't sure just exactly how it works myself. That's why I wanted to talk to him some more before I plunge into it.
Well, here, though, wait a minute. You ain't got any debts right now, Long. This is a one time in your whole life that you're pretty well paid up with everybody.
I know it. Ain't that just my luck?
Yeah, that is a shame.
But I figured what I can do is just run up a batch of debts and take that money and pay them off.
What kind of debts?
Oh, I don't care what kind. That don't matter. Just so they're big uns. I reckon the bigger they are, the more money I can make.
Yeah, Sounds reasonable.
Well, I better be getting on over to Charlie's.
Lum, ask him if there ain't some way I can get in on that, too. Elizabeth's got a couple of $100 saved up in the sugar bowl.
All right. And say, if Doc Withers asks where I'm at, tell him that you don't know, and I'm going to be over at Charlie's till after dinner. I'm getting tired of cooking for him every day.
Well, you ought to be proud that Doc wants to eat with you, Lum. I bet he's the only human in the world that ever went back to your place for a second go at them hotcakes you cook. Wait a minute, just a minute, Lum. There comes Cedric Weehunt. I wish you'd stayed just long enough to wait on him.
Oh, well, you can take care of him, Abner.
Yeah, I don't know whether I can or not. He just might nigh drove me crazy trying to buy them new shoes. He's worse this year than he's ever been. If he'd just come right out flat-footed and buy 'em, I wouldn't care. But all that monkeying around he does, don't he?
Well, just ignore him. That's the only way to take care of him. I'll see you later.
Easy to say that.
Oh, hello there, Cedric. Go right on in. Abner will wait on you.
Oh, me.
Yes, Mom. Oh, hi, Mr. Abner.
Howdy, Cedric. You want to try on them shoes? They're sitting over in the usual place. I ain't got time to be bothered with you today, Cedric. I'm awful busy.
Oh, well, I won't be no bother to you. I want to buy 'em today.
Yeah. Well, just go ahead and look at them and... You want to buy 'em?
Yes, Mom.
Outright?
Yes, Mom. I want to put 'em on today and wear 'em.
Well, I ain't doggies. Now I've heard everything. I thought we still had a couple of months to run yet.
Well, I did too, but something special has came up, and I need 'em right away.
Well, come on here then. Let's get 'em on you before you change your mind. Sit right down there on that apple box, Cedric.
Yes, Mom. This is funny.
Yeah, this is the happiest day of my life. Sure going to be a good feeling to get up in the morning and come down to the store here and not have to look forward to this. What is this special thing that's came up, Cedric?
Well, Mr. Grandpap said I could meet him today.
Meet who?
Dr. Benjamin Franklin Withers.
Oh, ain't you met him yet?
No, Mom. But Mr. Grandpap said I could come right over here and meet him if I wanted to. And I sure do. Boy.
Well, on me, Cedric, you could have come over here and met him any day.
Well, I didn't want to do it till I got my new shoes. I wanted to look my level best for him.
Natural.
Mr. Grandpap says he's the smartest man in the whole world. Is that so?
Well, he's pretty smart, all right, Cedric. Hold your foot still so that I can get this shoelace tied here.
I'm just wiggling my toes.
Well, don't do it. Hold still, Cedric.
Do you think he'll like me in my new shoes?
Oh, he's bound to. I'm sure glad to finally see him on you. I know that.
What do you think he'll say about them?
Oh, I don't know, Cedric. More likely say they look nice.
I'll die if you don't notice them. I'll just die.
Yeah. Well, there you are. Stand up now, Cedric. No use asking you if they fit. You've been trying them on for a month and a half.
Reckon I ought to roll up my overalls so you can see them good?
No, Cedric. You see them all right. Walk across the floor there, woman.
Yes, Mom. They sure sound good, don't they? Boy.
Yeah, sound nice, Cedric. Well, I'll call the doc. He's back in his office. Hey, Doc!
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Abner.
What's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. Feel all kind of funny inside.
Well, you want to meet him, don't you, Cedric?
Yes, Mom. I don't know what to say to him.
Well, he'll take care of that. Hey, Doc! Doc Withers! Would you come in here a minute? There's a fella in here that wants to see you.
Golly.
Be calm, Cedric.
Somebody called me?
Yeah, I did, Doc. Come on in here.
All right.
Doc, I want you to shake hands with Cedric Weehunt here.
Oh, how do you do, Cedric?
Put out your hand, Cedric. No, the other.
Local boy, are you?
Yeah, he's a local boy.
Uh-huh.
Big family, but he's a flower of the flock. His papa runs a blacksmith shop here in town. Caleb Weehunt.
Oh, yes. Well, that's nice. You live here, do you?
No, Mama. I live over home. I I got something new on, too.
I know a boy over at Mount Ida just about your age. How old are you, Cedric?
Oh, how old am I, Mr. Abner?
Well, let's see, this is 1946, and, how old was the boy that you knew, Doc?
No, come to think of it, I believe he was just a little older than this boy here.
Yeah. Well, Cedric's just a little younger than him, then.
Yes, that would make it just about right.
Yeah.
That's a good age, too.
Shoes.
How's that?
Oh, nothing.
Cedric wants you to look at his shoes, Doc.
Oh. Well, let's have a look at your shoes, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
They look all right. Where do they seem to hurt you?
Oh, they don't hurt, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Trouble might be right in the foot, then. The bones, perhaps. Of course, now, you understand my work's been principally with hooves and paws. But on the other hand, there's not a whole lot of difference between a man's foot and a cow's hoof. Both serve the same purpose.
Smart.
Means of propelling the body in a forward motion or backward. Slip off your shoes, Cedric, and we'll have a look.
Yes, Mom.
Well, now, wait, Cedric. Doc, you've got the wrong idea about this.
How's that?
I say you got the wrong idea about Cedric's shoes.
Yes, well, it's possible. People will insist on wearing the wrong kind of shoes. Vanity, pride, one thing or another. Yes. Let me see that shoe, Cedric.
Well, listen, Doc.
Yes, looks all right. But there must be something wrong. You wouldn't be having all this trouble with your feet. Where there's trouble, there's bound to be a cause, I always say. These might be too stiff for you, Cedric. Try that pair on over there.
These here?
Yes.
Yes, Mom.
Well, now, Doc, if you'll just listen to me for a half a second.
This reminds me of a case I had over in Mount Ida about, must have been 6 years ago. A goat. Had foot trouble, yes. Ed Stoddard called me out to his place. Ed is Mabel Frawley's brother-in-law by marriage. Ed called me out to his place and said, Doc, I got a goat here that's got cold feet. The trouble was the goat couldn't keep his feet warm. Does that shoe fit you, Cedric?
Yes, Mom.
Try on the other one then.
Well, Doc, I want to tell you
Doc,
something.
he says, I've got a goat here that's got cold feet. Well, sir, I tried everything. What'd you say, Abner?
I said that
Tried everything in the book. Tar and tallow, turpentine, fennel seed, oak bark, I don't know what all. But what I finally used was just a simple home remedy. I've always held that doctoring animals, that is goats, cows, horses, such as that, should be 9/10 medicine and 9/10 common sense. Stand up, Cedric, and walk around.
Yes, Mom.
Common sense, did it. A simple home remedy. All I did was get the goat some easy slippers. 2 pair, set for the front and back. Fleece lined. Forget now just what size. Didn't really matter a whole lot, though. We had to tie them on. How do those feel, Cedric?
Well, they feel pretty good.
Sure they do. That was your whole trouble. Them other shoes never did fit you. You wear those you've got on. You'll be a lot happier.
Yes, Mom.
Try them out for a while and come back and see me in a week or 10 days.
Yes, Mom. I'm sure much obliged to you, Mr. Doctor.
It's all right.
Well, here, wait a minute, Cedric. Hey, Cedric. Dad blame you, Doc.
The goat died the following day. Started to eat the slippers off his feet and choked to death. Ed Stoddard is out, Mabel Frawley's brother-in-law.
I don't care who he is. Do you know what you just did to me?
How's that?
Here I worked for 2 months selling Cedric some new shoes, and you sent him out of here with his old shoes back on. Now I've got to go through the whole dad blame thing over again.
Well, I didn't know Ed Stoddard was Mabel Frawley's brother-in-law.